What's up, y'all? This is Jamba here with another video. The BBL Chronicles continue. So I think I did 2 videos on BBLs for some weird reason. Now, am I interested in BBLs like that? Not really, but this is the third BBL video I've done so far. This woman don't know what her name is. She looks kind of quite painted up a little bit, but that's neither here nor there. Title: She's speaking facts. Chick claims that BBLs attract men with no money, and this is the reason why. BBLs scream loud and crazy. Okay. I haven't seen this. It's only a minute long. To be honest with you, I'm only doing this because I'm gonna call this one the BBL Chronicles Part 3. Because apparently this is just a conversation that people like to, give their opinions on, including me, I guess. So yeah, let's make this a quick one.
When you buy from myparkingsign.com, you're shopping at America's top online sign retailer. I've surprisingly.
Uh-oh.
This is 100% the truth. BBLs attract poor men, broke men.
Hold on. Let's rewind.
I might get some hate for this, but this is 100% the truth. BBLs attract poor men, broke men, same thing, no different. Because from what I know, a lot of
BBLs attract poor men. Is this true? I'm hearing conflicting information because I've also heard that BBLs I've heard that women will sometimes get BBLs not just to make themselves look good for themselves, but also to attract, a higher caliber of man. And I've heard this from women who are in the modeling, industry, who are around, entertainers, rappers, and things of this nature. These are things that I've said. You might have heard this if you paid attention in BBL Chronicles Part 1 or Part 2. Then yeah. So this is the opposite of what I've heard. So I'm glad that she's giving a different opinion. Ooh, I feel a sneeze coming on. It's not. I'm not sneezing. It's gonna happen at the most inconvenient time. Let's start this over.
I might get some hate for this, but this is 100% the truth. BBLs attract poor men, broke men, same thing, no different. Because from what I know, a lot of wealthy men like women with natural bodies.
This is stupid. This is stupid. Every man does. Wealthy men like women with natural bodies. So you think that, okay. And she's on her lunch break right now she's on her lunch break at Target, where I'm not trying to crap on her. I like Target. So this is no shot at the Target people, but this is, y'all just like say like dumb shit. If a wealthy guy is with a woman who looks good and has a natural body, you don't think that the average dude finds that woman attractive as well? Like, it's just weird. Like, this is weird. Now, if she's saying that every most men prefer, like, you are hard pressed to find a guy who says, nah, I actually prefer women to have fake assets. I prefer fake titties. I prefer a BBL. I prefer the duck lips. I prefer, like, most men don't prefer these things. I prefer a weave. I prefer extensions. I prefer them eyelashes that look like this. I prefer. You've never heard. You rarely will ever hear any man. Doesn't matter if he works at a Fortune 500 company, if he's an athlete, if he's a fucking podcaster, if he works at Jiffy Lube, if he works at a Ross, if he's homeless. You've never met, like, we generally speaking just like women who are just naturally attractive. They ain't got to be fine, but if you're attractive, most men are going for it. It's just silly.
Because from what I know, a lot of wealthy men like women with natural bodies. And don't get me wrong, there is nothing wrong with getting a BBL at all.
Now she's just saying that to cover her ass because she shitted on the BBL women before. So now she has to say, well, there's nothing wrong with getting a BBL, even though you're only going to attract poor and broke men. if you gonna stand on this shit, stand on it. If you against the BBL shit, then just ride on that. You know what I mean? Don't double back. Well, there's nothing wrong with it. How is there nothing wrong with it if you're saying that BBLs attract poor men? Hold on a second. God dog it. Can I pause this? Sorry, they were doing the construction out there. I had to close my window. What was I saying? Oh shit, I forgot what I was saying. Okay, let's just continue.
Don't get me wrong, there is nothing wrong with getting a BBL at all. But I know a lot of women.
How are you gonna say there's nothing wrong with getting a BB? That's what I was gonna say. How are you gonna say there's nothing wrong? Like y'all will, like, ladies, y'all would just contradict yourself like in 4 seconds flat. How are you gonna say there's nothing wrong with getting a BBL, but in the beginning of your monologue, you're gonna say that BBLs attract poor men and broke men, but there's nothing wrong with it? Obviously, attracting broke men and poor men is a negative thing because most women don't want to be with a poor man or a broke man unless he looks like Channing Tatum in, I don't know, in Step Up 1. Then he can be like broke, I guess. Like if he looks like Channing Tatum in an Amanda Bynes movie, from what I've been told. Because I just watched that movie recently. I forget that Amanda Bynes movie. What is it called? People, y'all know what it's called, the Amanda Bynes movie where she plays like a boy, and that's like Channing Tatum. That was apparently like his breakout role. Just saw that recently. It wasn't very good. She's the man, right? Yeah.
And they'll go into Tijuana and they'll go to different countries to go and get a BBL because they assume that this will attract money with men with more money.
Okay. That's what I've heard. And that's the reason why they do it, right?
Attract money with men with more money. I'm sorry. That's never the case. It really isn't. And maybe there's at least like 2 or 3 of them that are okay with it. And that's like really, really rare if you're really lucky.
Yeah, that I can agree with. I would say that most women, the reason why it's rare, here's what it is, right? So she's correct if we're talking about wealthy men who are not like athletes or rappers or like in entertainment. If you're talking about guys who are bankers and like, Wall Street dudes and lawyers and yes, if you're talking about the vast majority of men, especially, let's be honest, white men, vast majority of these men who have money, then yes, what she's saying is absolutely well. It was, yeah, we already knew it was true, but a lot of these women who are getting BBLs, they also want to appear, excuse me, not appear, cater or attract that entertainment athlete rapper, that demographic, right? So she's right in which like they might catch one, but the reason why it's rare is not because those men don't prefer it necessarily, but it's just because for every one of these top athlete, ball player, rapper type, for every one of those guys who got like, something going for him, you got like 20, 30, maybe even 40 women who got BBLs, who got their body done. It's like the amount of women who got their body done outnumbers the men that they want, right? Because any woman can get her body done. And when I'm saying anyone, I'm saying like most. Now, even the women who don't got the money, they can just find a dude who got some money and be like, "Hey, get my body done." And then that man pays for their body to get done, and then they just dump that guy for the guy that they really wanted. So that happens quite often as well.
But for the most part, from what I know, a lot of wealthy men like a lot of natural things, especially when it comes to like nails or the way that you look from your face or the way that you're presenting yourself.
If you know that, then why is your face all caked up then? And usually I don't really say that, but it's kind of, I don't know. It's noticeable. Like if you're, anyways, maybe she's already got a man. I don't know. Let me not. I have nothing against this woman. I'm just saying. I was just making an observation.
Oh, because from what I know is a lot of wealthy men say BBLs scream loud and crazy or whatever. Like I said, nothing wrong with getting cosmetic procedures done, but that's just the cold hard truth.
When you buy,
yeah, I see what. I don't think what she's saying does make sense. So yeah, I'm gonna keep this under. Yeah, we're just at about 10 minutes. Yeah, what do you think? This is part 3 of the BBL Chronicles. Please like and subscribe and let me know which one to cover next.